Alright, we're gonna continue from where we left off. We're gonna do part 8 story digest for Alpha Omnia Act 1. Gonna get this done before I go to bed for work.
No way back from the afterlife. Peace and quiet at last.
A battle for the ages. The cheering crowds have clearly given you courage and strength beyond measure.
News to me.
You may not have noticed them, but they are innumerable. It is you they pray to. Each of them has placed their hope in you, the warrior of light. They are with you always. They watch over you always. And you see, the princess is one of them.
The Warrior of Light will defeat Chaos and take the princess as his bride.
That again.
Let's say that Sarah's realized you have no intention of following through with the prophecy and marrying her. You refuse the betrothal. You are then branded a heretic for your betrayal and killed by Palamisia itself. But what if Sarah is trying to protect you? She knows that the Warrior of Light and the princess are supposed to marry. What if she's pretending to love you for your sake?
To protect me.
She knows you don't love her back, and yet she persists, with a smile.
Why? Why do all that for me?
Because you are the bearer of her hopes. She believes you're the Warrior of Light who can save Palamisia, and she's betting everything on it.
That's a princess for you. Pretending to like a guy who couldn't care less in order to save her people.
Of course, you'd be saved too, thanks to her act. You wouldn't be branded a heretic. You'd live.
Interesting theory, but I don't see any proof.
And you do see proof that Sarah doesn't love you.
I hate these dragons on the Hall of Fame. They're just too buffy and tanky.
Thank me for ending your suffering.
Warrior of Light, is it true you mistrust the princess's love? Why else would you pretend not to notice her obvious feelings for you?
Guess that's how I'm wired.
You may think yourself tangled, but in truth, you're the most plainly honest person I know. So you don't like the princess, and you find the fact that she showers you with affection a nuisance at best.
I wouldn't go that far.
Regardless, it seems unlikely that the prophecy of the Warrior of Light and the princess's marriage will come to pass.
So what? I'm a heretic?
Were you to be so branded and killed for it, tell me, what would become of all of Princess Sarah's efforts? She will play her part to the end, even knowing you feel nothing for her. But if she does truly love you, I shudder to imagine the sadness she must feel.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Look, the princess too knows her love will prevail. She holds hope to her breast.
Quiet.
For luck.
Her love? She loves doing what the prophecy tells her to do. It's as simple as that.
The light of hope shines not on those who look down in despair. Hold your head high. The Warrior of Light climbs to greater heights. And his noble bearing inspires hope in the people's hearts. Warrior, look to the skies. An ill wind blows. Chaos's rage has summoned a mighty storm. Chaos's curse rides upon the storm. His dark form breathes fury into the wind. They adore you. Embrace them.
If I feel like it.
Yes, everything you do, only when you feel like it. You know, if you don't feel like it, you can turn back now. It's not too late.
So now I have options.
Your fate is yours to decide, warrior. If you do not fight of your own will, the fight is without meaning. But I believe you will fight to the very end.
Believe what you want. It still won't make me trust you.
This I know. There is nothing you believe, and nothing you believe in.
So clear.
Not there. It's time. Everything returns to clarity. I will never be a memory.
You know, Vox told me that if I didn't want to fight anymore, I could still back out.
He just wants you to make up your mind. The world's counting on you. Nobody wants you going into the fight half-hearted and dying on us.
That's nice of you to say, seeing as how I'm ignoring the prophecy and all.
Do you mean concerning Sarah?
I'm a jerk, I know.
It's this world that's to blame. You and Sarah merely did what you had to do. This is a cruel world without hope. It kills the one I love. And yet, I would protect it.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Even if you turn against the prophecy, as long as the true light burns inside, then anyone can become the warrior of light. Even a heretic. That's the hope he left me so long ago.
Prophecy in? Yes, I do. I'll be more than happy.
Vanish. Chosen may survive.
Oh yeah, this is definitely the end. I'm not even go quick start. Let me make sure I'm ready. Faith X? Oh yeah.
What?
The Warrior of Light will defeat Chaos and take the princess as his bride. The Song of Hope played time and again to the prophecy's tune.
More tools for the prophecy.
Surely you knew. Sarah, the princess. It is her royal duty to play a part in the Warrior of Light's story, and thereby bring hope to those who cower in fear of chaos. She's played her role in the prophecy again and again, sending warriors into battle.
And they ended up here, in this graveyard.
There were many, many blanks before you. One by one, she sent them off, entrusting them with her hope. How many dozens? How many hundreds? How many
A
decades?
lot of dead bodies.
How many centuries?
Centuries. Oh, of course. Sarah's not human.
She bears a terrible burden, her responsibility to Palamisia. You're the only one who can save her.
Huh? I don't get it. Why am I the one?
I don't know, but I feel it to be true. It's your potential, the possibilities you hold.
Potential without limit, was it? Sounds good, but give it a shake and it falls apart. It's nothing. Palamisia will say anything to push me along the path. But it's all lies. All of it.
So, you'll run. You'll abandon them. Palamisia, the Princess Sarah. Sarah, who protected you from becoming a heretic all this time.
She didn't do it because she loves me. That's for sure. She did it to use me, to make me go along with the plan.
She merely fulfilled her royal duty. As long as the prophecy holds sway, Sarah is bound to her role as princess. You are the one, the only one who can save her.
What? So you're on board with this whole limitless potential thing too? You've changed.
You changed me. Seeing you stand against chaos was enough to plant a seed of hope even in this heretic's heart. I began to believe that you would be the one to set this warped world to rights. I began to hope.
Well, your misplaced hope isn't a good enough reason to keep me in this fight.
Then, I'll just have to stay here until you find a reason.
Going to force me to step back in line, are you? Well, I expected a little more finesse from you.
Like I said before, you
Sorry,
changed
girl, I
me.
had to get that out.
And now I see that what you need at this moment
I really wonder why
is a
girl
word
didn't
of
actually
hope.
have his love.
Need might be stretching it. But if it means taking you down a couple notches, I'm game.
Witness my strength.
Magic's mine.
Thought you could stand against a heretic.
Cool off.
This is the power of the heretic. To the underworld.
Is that all?
Stay focused.
I love how they just really go dark. Really do.
Come on! Come! Show me what...
That's fine. You got to do it. Pull it up. Bring your health down.
The path you walk leads to your destruction. You chose this path. Accept it. I've never liked being told what to do. Not by you or the prophecy.
You think I will back down? You think I will let you back down? I will not. I will stand and fight until you swear you will face chaos. My hope will keep me standing.
The light.
Steel yourself. Finish Garland.
Really?
He is your enemy now. Nothing more. The enemy of all our hope.
Right. That makes sense. I figured out your role, Maya.
I am the witch who stands with the warrior of light and strikes down all who betray hope.
So if I go against the prophecy, you'll strike me down too. You're a slave to the prophecy, like the rest of them.
What?
Like Vox.
No.
What madness is this?
Your potential has changed people.
This place has no rhyme or reason. It does whatever it wants in order to make me fight. Whatever it takes.
What? I think that was more. I thought it ended after that. Guess it's still another chapter.
What madness is this now?
Your potential changed
No.
people.
I don't care what you or anyone in this world says to make me fight. It's all lies.
Garland! You cannot kill him. He carries your hope on his shoulders as well.
You think that I don't know that? Hope pushes me on and weighs on my chest like chains.
I too must confess, I let myself get carried away by it, by the promise of hope.
Fine, have your hope for all the good it does you. Just leave me out of it. It's got nothing to do with me.
It has everything to do with you. It was you who started this. Your responsibility for planting the seed of hope in Palamecia's soil.
That's nothing I ever wanted.
You never knew what you wanted in the first place. Which
Oh,
just
Garland.
might be the reason why you made it this far.
Oh, Garland. Way to put a positive spin on things.
We can fight Chaos and get it over with.
Here we are, a band of heretics in defiance of the laws of Palamecia.
And yet, all along, we've been dancing to the prophecy's tune. And we've placed our hope in the warrior of light, like everyone else.
You don't make very good heretics. Or maybe it's that the prophecy's pull is just too strong.
So we follow the prophecy?
It'd sure make a lot of things easier.
Oh yeah, there's multiple layers. I'll do one part. Oh, I forgot all about this crap.
Peace and quiet at last. Even full-blooded heretics like Maya and Garland couldn't resist the ever-present pull of the light of hope. At some point, they started wanting me to defeat Chaos, just like Vox.
It's not just them. It's all of Palamecia. Everyone wants you to defeat Chaos. They can't help but want it. And I bet they won't stop cheering for you till it's done.
Honestly, nothing makes me less enthusiastic than a cheering crowd. What if I run?
You could do that. And be branded a heretic. And killed.
Yeah, that's what they say. But Garland and Maya seem to be doing just fine.
You got a point. Maybe you could run.
If I do, I'll go somewhere outside Palamecia, away from any annoying fairies.
He's always treating the heck out of that
I
fairy.
feel lonely already.
First, if you want to escape Palamecia, you'll have to defeat Chaos.
Looks like I'm still on the hook then. Follow the prophecy, fight Chaos.
True enough, but you're closer than you think. Look. The Gate of Hope. A doorway beyond Palamecia. When Chaos falls, it will open.
Really? How do you know that?
Heretics know.
No hope. Wintertime.
That was impressive.
I've never heard him say that.
You keeping an eye on me? Making sure I don't run from my fight with Chaos?
I always have eyes for you.
That's so.
Well, I'm also worried, to be honest. I became a witch, a heretic, so I could fight back against the twisted prophecy and the injustice of this world. And now, here I am, hoping you'll go through with it and follow the prophecy's path. When I think about it, I disgust myself. And yet, there is joy in me too. I'm proud that I'm able to fight by your side. It feels right. To be the witch, backing up the warrior of light, bringing the fight to Chaos. It feels like my mission, my hope.
You sound a little self-absorbed, if you ask me.
Perhaps. Or maybe I'm high on hope.
Or whatever it is, snap out of it. Please.
Yes, I should throw away the hope I placed in you.
That just makes it sound like I'm going to die.
You won't. I won't let you.
No, I said I'll do a little bit, but I really want to get as far as I can.
Chose this path. Accept it. Why are you so concerned about me?
Like I've said many times before, I expect great things from you.
Many times to many blanks, you mean? How many other blanks have you expected great things from, huh?
You're the only one who's made it this far.
So, tell me, did you have one ribbon for each of the dozens of blanks who made their way here to this graveyard?
The stories of Palamecia have a way of turning back on themselves. People play the roles they are given until they can play them no more.
You and me included.
If you don't like it, defeat chaos and open the gate of hope. I'll handle the rest.
What rest?
I'll tell you when it comes to it. Vox may be listening.
Exactly what you'd say if you and Vox were planning something behind my back.
Suspect me if you like. I suspect myself sometimes. Like when my hope gets the better of me, and I find myself attacking you.
You need to get it together. Attack me again and I'll put you down. Then, I guess I'll be free to do as I please.
Should that happen, so be it. I trust you to do the right thing.
Peace and quiet at last. The ribbon graves. Why show me this? For what purpose? You want me to give up before I even fight? All these blanks, and not one could defeat chaos.
There are some who did.
Sid,
Yes, and others.
others, what are their names?
I forget everything. When chaos falls, a wave of forgetfulness spreads, robbing all of their memories. I too have lost many memories myself.
You can't remember who fought before?
Then it is exactly as I had feared. Every time chaos is bested in battle, everyone in the world starts to forget. That's why no one in Palamecia remembers the past, their history. They don't even know when it was that chaos first appeared in this world. Because each time he leaves, he takes their memories with him.
They forget, and history repeats itself. Chaos appears again and again, and each time the world is brought to ruin. And the few dozens of warriors who have been lucky to fight him.
They're the blanks in these graves.
Each grave is one time Sarah has lost and mourned. There is only one way Sarah has been able to suffer such despair without losing her mind. It is because she forgets. Yet, even if her memories may fade, in the depths of her heart, despair gathers in a darkening pool. And gradually, Palamecia is filled with that dark water. That despair.
What is this world? Really?
A place that takes the raw stuff of despair and fashions it into hope. That's what I think.
What's that? Of course. You are a warrior of light, too.
Can't say.
Well, that's convenient.
See how much time we got. 42.
Chose this path. Accept it.
Here we are. The beginning of the end. The start of the fight to finish it all.
So, what's ending? The prophecy of the Warrior of Light? This stupid story? The journey of a man and his antagonistic fairy?
It's no fun without a little mystery.
No fun for you, maybe.
Oh, that's not true at all. I always have fun with you around. Mostly.
So I hear that out of the hundreds and hundreds of blanks that fought Chaos, some of them actually won.
Good news, right? Doesn't it make you feel like you got a shot too?
Thanks for the vote of confidence. But Chaos just keeps coming back, even if a blank does win.
That's the despair part. But beat Chaos, and a new hope will be born. Sid was the first warrior of light. He defeated Chaos many times, and each time hope was born anew in the world. That hope saved the world time and time again, because Sid never stopped fighting. Over and over it went, until eventually Palamecia became addicted to hope itself. The warrior of light, Chaos. Palamecia couldn't go on without that story keeping hope alive. That's why when Sid finally laid down his sword, it looked for others who could take up the mantle and become the next warrior of light.
Those others were the blanks?
Actors, playing their parts in the story of the warrior of light, tracing the steps of Sid's adventure. A performance following the script in the prophecy.
Vox's story. I know how it goes.
No, it's not Vox's story. He's just a guide, the narrator. Palamecia is the author of this story. The world itself made the prophecy. A world of which I am a small part. Look.
There's so much cutscenes in this chapter.
No. It's the light of all the hope in the world.
The light of hope is gathering. To you. No one can stop your story now. See it through. All the way to the end.
Warrior of Light, a blessing for you. As you face your final battle, look to the sky, see the thousands of lights, hope gathered here for you. The lights you see are a wish for your victory. They are prayers for peace, dreams of respite, and guiding stars to light the path you have chosen.
I don't see any other path here. Except the one that leads to chaos.
No one is forcing you. Not now. It is you alone who must choose to take the path, or not.
My choice. And my fault if I fail. If I die.
Quiet. That is what it means to live a man's life.
What does that have to do with anything? You grasping fox.
Ready yourself, warrior.
Oh yeah.
Vanquish chaos's minions and cast wide the gate of hope.
Man, I would definitely finish this about 2 days. So I'm definitely not playing this.